I don't know why, but I love doing that. Well, welcome everyone to this Mother's Day Sunday service. I want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. I know it can be complicated. Some people wish they were mothers and are not. Some people are mothers and wish they weren't. And it just depends upon the phase of life you are in. But what I comfort myself with is that I know I've been a mother in many lives. And if I don't get to be it in this life, well, I was, but I am. But we don't have to have all the joys in one life, right? We can spread them across lives. So welcome to everyone here in the room physically with us, and welcome to everyone on live stream, love stream. I love saying hello to you, and a shout out to those coming from Maine and the West Coast, Southern California, all over the country, perhaps in the world. We're so happy you're joining us. Well, people call me Claire. I'm your platform assistant today. I'm very honored to be here and to serve in this way. And I'm also honored to be assisting our beloved Reverend. And if you would take this moment to check your cell phone to make sure it's turned off or put to silent or airplane mode, that would be much appreciated. And so next we have our land acknowledgement.
Thank you, Claire.
No,
One
I just
moment,
turned
please.
the page. I turned the wrong page.
Please stand by. We, the community in Unity of the Gold Country, acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Nisenan people who have lived in relationship with this land for countless generations. We honor their enduring presence, resilience, and deep spiritual connection to the earth. In gratitude, we honor this land, its beauty, and the people who have always protected it. In the similar spirit of remembrance and gratitude, we honor Unity founders Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, and all who have sustained and grown the Unity movement across generations. We honor Rev. Joe and Lynn Sloan, the charter members of Unity in the Gold Country, and Rev. Jerry, who have served this community with wisdom and care. And we honor our ancestors whose love and sacrifices made our presence here possible, and they stand behind us as we do what is ours to do.
Well, is there anyone here for the very first time? If you would raise your hand. I see no raised hands, so I guess we're all old friends today. If someone comes in I'm seeing someone. Are you here for the first time by any chance? Not to call you out as soon as you walk through the door. Did you get a welcome packet as you came in? Okay. Well, as you know, prayer at Unity is a foundational practice, and it is such a powerful way to shape our lives, to impact others. And so we're very serious when we say that it's a foundational practice here. Our prayer chaplain today is Susan Leavings. And if you would like to have personal, individual prayer with her, she'll be waiting for you at the back of the sanctuary at the end of the service. And if you would like to submit a prayer request form, the forms are on the table in the back, just next to the women's restroom. And of course, there's always Silent Unity, which is available 24/7, both online and by phone. So we come to the point in our service where we light the Christ candle and we offer this blessing. With gratitude, we gather as the unique expressions of the divine presence that we are. We pause for a moment to feel into this life force that invites us to be a creative partner with it. We now allow this sacred presence to more fully embody within our whole being. We also sense and feel the connection that exists between each one of us, the universal web of intelligence of which we are all a part as members of the human family. As we appreciate this web of connection with one another, moving from a me consciousness to a we consciousness, we express our desire to unite with all humanity through the energy of compassion and kindness. We invite this loving energy to rise up within us now, extending outward to connect with Mother Earth and all sentient beings. This uniting spirit of oneness, the one I am presence, we call the Christ. We light this candle as a reminder that we are all blessed by being part of this one presence. This is the truth. Let us claim it and make it real in our lives. Amen. And now we have our wonderful gifted musicians, Gabriel. And Angela. I like to call them our angels, Angela and Gabriel.
Here we go.
So if you'd stand and sing in our first community song.
Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for peace about what lies before me, everything I need for peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me.
If you'd like to stay standing and greet your neighbor.
That'd be good. Oh, no, like that'd be good. That'd be good, I think.
Whoops. All right. Happy Mother's Day. Got it. Give it a little. Thank you. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Or whatever Mother's Day. All the things Mother's Day. We have a poem to start our invocation today by Khalil Gibran. And a woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They're the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts." Ooh. Yeah. "You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you." In both ways. "For life goes not backward nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable." So we just invoke this stability that we are, that inner stability of who we are, and our individuation from all that is while remaining part of everything. Having our own individual experiences, personality, and also the transcendent, universal experience of oneness. And when we reach our scope, our awareness wider and wider to see that oneness, we can see there's no mistakes. Everything's on purpose. Even the uncomfortable and the harsh and the savage, it's all included. And today we uplift and support the inner mother in each of us, regardless of gender expression, the divine feminine, allowing that nurturer to nurture within before we nurture without. And so it is. Amen. If you care to recite with me our prayer intention, together we set the intention that as each name on our list is read, that person is bathed and their highest good comes to them. All right. So do whatever gesture feels good to you. Which one is on? This one? Okay. Okay. Holding in our hearts Margaret and her 3 children, Mark Lanham and family,
Pat Davis and family, Marissa May and Josh, Jim Jones, Jan Scott, Kristen Van Lefty, Jenny and Mary Lynn, Kathy Guy, Woder Verhagen, Marianne, Michelle, and Che, baby Charlie Hurd, Nevin Miller, Lily and Melissa, Scott Wetzel, Lita Spoto and family for the passing of Bill, Ramu Atwood, Linda Louise Haynes, Marianne Johnson, Melody Arnett and family, Joy Holloway, Jack Travis, Donald Russell, Kate Shawley, Cal Irvine and family, Laura Carriman and Laura Carriman, Bodie, Rev Suzanne Roll for the passing of Rex, Bud and Kim West and family, Danielle, Greg and Ibrahim, and Eileen. Speak the names aloud or to yourself, those you would like to add. Ognian, Petrov, thank you. And if you care to say our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as our lives, the all-loving goodness of God, and all is well. And today we have Doug. We have stealthy Doug reading the daily word.
The word for today is blessing for mothers. And the affirmation is, I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. Let's say that together. I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. Today I celebrate and honor the world's mothers. First, of course, is the mother who nurtured and guided me to be the person I am, her love and example. I also bless those who have shown me a mother's love throughout my life. These special ones may be grandmothers, aunts, and other family members. Perhaps a neighbor or teacher took me under their wing, offering me support and encouragement. I have deep appreciation for them all. On Mother's Day, I bless the mothers and mother figures in my life and thoughts of gratitude and love. I hold these dear ones gently in prayer, affirming they know the tender, nurturing love of God as they have so selflessly shared it with me. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Proverbs 3:17.
Thank you, Doug. And now we come to our time of meditation. I just want to take a moment to say that at the end of this meditation will be a prayer for humanity. And if you'd like a copy, I made a few copies and put them on the table behind us. So let's settle in. Gently close your eyes or softly gaze downward. Let the chair take the weight of your body. And observe your breath. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Just take a few moments to just watch your breath. And I'm going to ask us to entrain with each other by breathing in and out together for a count of 4 on the inhale, a hold for 4, exhale for 4, and a pause for 4. So are you ready? Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. And now just return to your normal breathing. Just breathe in, breathe out. And notice how peaceful you feel just by breathing, just by watching the breath. As thoughts arise, just observe them and let them go, like clouds passing in the sky. I invite you to allow your awareness to drop down into the heart center. Feel into this heart space, the home of the divine spark that is your essence. Invite that divine spark within to expand with each inhale, and with each exhale, let go, soften. Inhale, the fire expands. Exhale, the body softens, relaxes. Notice any sensations you feel, a stirring perhaps, or warmth, or expansion. Inhale, the light within expands. Exhale, the body softens and deepens into softness. And now listen to these words from your heart center. As I speak in first person, may my words be your words. You can set the intention, this is so, or silently affirm a yes after each statement. I am a human being. I have a body, but I am not the body. I have a name in this life, but I am not my name. I have a unique history of moments, but I am not my past. I have relationships, but I am not the roles I play. I am a divine, eternal being of light. My consciousness survives the body. I have lived many lives and had many names. My true nature is always love, in the now moment. I am always one with the source of all things. As a human being, I am mortal. The body I use will one day die. Yet, I am eternal. I am both mortal and deathless. As a human being, I can feel separate and alone. Yet the divine being I am is never alone, always known, and eternally one with all. While using a body, I feel separate, but in reality, I am forever one with all. If each of us is in union with the source of all things, then so is each of the billions of humans on this planet. Therefore, we are all connected through our source and through our collective consciousness. Despite the appearance to the contrary, humanity is in unity. Let us use the divine power within us to awaken the world to this truth. Let us be the voice of this truth to call it forward in our lives and throughout the planet. Let us claim the power of love to unite all of humanity with this prayer, spoken on behalf of the collective, on behalf of the entire species. Dear Mother, Father God, take our life and let it be consecrated, God, to Thee. Take our life and let it flow in the path our soul would go. Take our heart and set it free to love each one that we can see. Take our heart and let it be our faithful guide eternally. Amen. As we bring our meditation to a close, you are welcome to stay in this meditative state and just let the words of the next song flow into your energy field, or sing along with the musicians. I am remembering.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering.
Thank you. It's so beautiful. Claire lent me a whole bunch of really great books. I'm back into fiction because they're so good. And this line popped out. Matt Haig is the author. Anything he's written is just fantastic. My mother was, in the tradition of parents, quite a complicated and contradictory human being. It's like, amen. That's our sermon today. So that is not the sermon today. That was the planned sermon. And yesterday, I got I would say tap, but it was more like a wallop to do something else. And so that's what we're doing. So that's a preview of next week's attractions. So I had a blank spot, like a blind spot around Mother's Day. Like I knew it was today, but I also didn't connect to it. And I just was like, yeah, whatever, it's a day. Mother's Day. So I was unconscious around it. And a couple things happened that helped me realize the impact that it had on me. And I assumed if it had some sort of impact like that on me, that others might be feeling some feelings around it. So mother relationships are complicated. I was going to say can be, but I'm just going to say they are. They hold sweetness and grief, tenderness, resentment, longing, gratitude, and disappointment. And that happens on both ends of the relationship. So a lot of times we can hold all of that at one time. And Mother's Day can bring celebration, it can bring heartache. It can bring numbness, relief, sorrow, joy, emptiness, overwhelm, and all other manner of things. Not everyone had the mother that they needed. Not everyone became a mother who wanted to. Not everyone wanted to become a mother, like Claire said, and became one. And still, the mother is here within all of us. There are those who have not been able to be the mother that they'd hoped for in their relationship with their children. And many of us may feel that there's repair that is unfinished in those relationships. So here's one of the wallops that happened yesterday. I was walking through the farmer's market, connected with Janaea. It was very nice. We had this great connection and, one of those few minutes that fills you up. And then we went on our shopping opposite ways. And I went to a stall that had nice smelling things and pretty things. And she had a picture of her young son and some peonies. And I said, "Oh, who's that handsome or beautiful creature?" I think is what I said. And she said, "Oh, it's my son, and my friend brought me peonies because I can't be with him this weekend." And it was like hand on a hot stove reaction in me. I welled up and felt very sad all of a sudden. My body remembered that I was sad before my mind did, right? It was that short circuit, like hand off the stove impulse in my biology. So the complexity of mothers. Mothers are human beings, right? They carry wounds and conditioning and limitations and gifts and love and blind spots. And sometimes they fail us and sustain us simultaneously. Sometimes repair happens and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we lose them before we're ready. So a lot of this is gratitude and grief existing at once, hurt and deep love all at once. And can they exist together? Of course they can. So our mothers carry a lot of weight. There's immense pressure and anxiety that many mothers carry on these impossible standards. They're externally imposed, they're internally absorbed or imposed, they're culturally inherited. You have to do it all, you have to be the perfect mother. And the expectations to nurture perfectly and protect perfectly and regulate perfectly and sacrifice endlessly and never lose patience and never need too much for themselves because they've got to give it out. They carry the invisible labor of emotional tending, anticipating needs, and holding families together, and sometimes worrying constantly. The profound vulnerability of loving someone so deeply. That's mom. Imperfectly and deeply. So the anxieties come very root chakra, keeping them alive. Keep those beings breathing. Keep them safe, right? Emotionally okay. Afloat in a very difficult world. And hoping that they thrive and have good tools to make good decisions and wondering if you're doing enough. And the reality is, again, there's no perfect mother. There are human beings loving as best and as flawed as they can from their own wounds, their own capacity, their own conditioning, and their devotion. So it's beautiful and exhausting. Sacred, heartbreaking, joyful, terrifying. So this is the kind of love that stretches people beyond who they thought they could be. And so even if we don't have children, we are called to do that in relationships with essentially everyone. This is hard. I need to expand myself. So I made a new friend this week. This was more of a tap, kind of a wallop. And she was sharing with me, I was really wound up, so I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, blah, 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 and I just word vomited all over her. And then when I took a breath, she was like, maybe just keep it simple. And her saying that brought tears to my eyes, because much of my adult life was like that. I would call my mom. We talked a lot, sometimes every day, sometimes several times a day. And I would just, Mom, da 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 da, and then she'd have this just one thing. When I finally came up for air, she'd have one thing that just acted as a soothing balm. And I shared that with this woman, because I'm crying, as I do, and I was like, that really touches me, what you're sharing with me. I said, my mom was really amazing in that way too, and she was a mess. And this woman said, oh yeah, my mom is a total mess. She's still, alcoholically drinking and other things. And I just thought to myself, like, right, mess and beautiful. Really flawed and amazing and loving. And that was the first indication that I had, like, oh, I'm missing my mom right now. So my mom died almost 7 years ago, and we had a lot of grace. We had the grace of repair, honesty, and saying what needed to be said before she died. And I feel really, really grateful for that. And yet, I was not ready to let her go. I felt like we have so many more conversations to have, and we have so many adventures to have together, because we did a lot of adventuring together. And I felt like we had more becoming to do together. And of course, there's no mistakes, and so maybe those adventures are happening now. Maybe she's the one or some of the ones that are guiding me now. So those peonies at the farmer's market, they showed me something deeper that I really didn't want to look at. I realized those peonies aren't just about my mother or the mother in front of me. They touched the sorrow in me. For the children we wanted to have and didn't. And brought forward grief in me for this life that we imagined and didn't live. And then tenderness around just all the motherness in me, around me, collectively. So Mother's Day can activate visible losses, of course, and unseen, invisible losses and unnamed losses. And sometimes there's a blank spot about it until there isn't. I did have my tears. I had some crying. And on the way here, my car and a squirrel impacted. Yeah. And that little guy made the big sacrifice so I could have a very cathartic experience, and bless you, squirrel. But, these blind spots are there until we're able to see them. And, it took the loss of a life to really bring it forward in me. And so sitting with all of you in those blank spots and the tender parts and the tenderheartedness. So mothering beyond biology, not just giving birth or adopting. Nurturing, tending, witnessing, nourishing life, and also being receptive. And these are expressions of the divine feminine. And some of us were mothered by grandmothers or fathers or aunties or teachers or friends or community or the earth itself. And some of us are learning how to mother ourselves. So this month is the divine power of power. And what does this have to do with Mother's Day? So the divine power of power is not dominion, it's direction. It's consciousness that allows for choicefulness. It's not forcing or bypassing, it's allowing complexity. It's staying present. It's letting contradictory feelings coexist at the same time. It's not abandoning ourselves in grief and not making anyone fully villain or fully saint. These qualities associated with the divine feminine as expressed through mothers or not, nurturing life, staying awake through the night, keep loving through exhaustion, holding fear, continuing anyway, remaining present through uncertainty. That's something that we could all be more friendly with. Remaining present through uncertainty. We're getting tested in that a lot. And beginning again and again and again, all the stages of development, it's like, oh, they're doing this now. Oh, okay, pivot, pivot, pivot. And allowing us to pivot as we go through our own stages of development. Divine power of power is not power over or power under. What does that mean? It's not a tug of war, it's not win-lose. It's powering with. And when the divine feminine is there, it's powering with. It's the power to remain connected to love, truth, and life itself, even in complexity, even in heartache, even in savagery. It's not perfect, but we do have repair, even if it's one-sided. One of my mentors, Michelle Blechner, I'm doing a family constellations facilitation training with her. And the thing about family constellations is everything is included. So in one lifetime, you're the perpetrator, and in the next, you're the victim. And it shows up over and over again in the field. And one of the things she said when I first met her was, our parents' only job was to give us the gift of life. The only job was to bring us onto the planet. Anything else is gravy. So the connection on how I relate to motherhood and how I relate to Mother Earth is there. When we lose reverence for the mothering principle, nurturing, independence, tending, interdependence, tending, reciprocity, care, presence, we begin to treat both people and planet as resources rather than relationships. Perhaps some of our rupture with Mother Earth reflects rupture with ourselves and with our mothers and the mother inside, disconnecting from tenderness, from belonging, from the sacredness of life. And even yet, where we are now, Mother Earth continues to nourish and hold and sustain and give, even while we exhaust and consume and wound her. But yet, forests regrow, oceans breathe, flowers bloom, peonies open, and we pick up litter one piece at a time. Maybe part of healing our relationship with the earth is also healing our relationship with the mother. Okay. Maybe that's a wrap. Maybe I'm getting a divine signal. Mom, is that you? good. If it happens again, I'll really wrap it up. I'm close, Mom. Okay. Maybe part of healing our relationship with the earth also is about healing our relationship with the mothering principle inside. Receiving, tending, grieving, belonging, loving what gives us life. So, questions that you can take forward in your week. How might I be able to let my mother off the hook? How might I let myself off the hook for not mothering whomever in the way that I wished? How do I grieve what never was, or was cut too short, or what was? And how do we honor what was beautiful without denying what was hurtful? And how do we hold contradictory truths at the same time? The divine power of power allows a higher level of consciousness to create our experience. And so, in the words of Wendell Berry, he says, "Be joyful, though you have considered all the facts." Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Gave us lots of things to think about and to carry forward into the week. Well, it is our time for our love offering, and we know that many of you give electronically, and we are so grateful for that consistent support. But as we ask the ushers to come forward and we pass the baskets, you may want to place your hand over your heart, and if you're giving with someone, it might be nice to hold their hand. Any change that you put in the basket today will go to our Change for Change recipient, which is Sammy's Friends for May and June. So if you'd like to say with the offering intention with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And now we have the gift of music with our angels, Gabriel and Angela.
I love with a heart of God within me. I sing with the voice of God within me. I rest in the peace of God within me. Everything praises God within me. I know with the mind of God within me. I pray with the faith of God within me. I trust in the power of God within me. Everything praises God within me. I am a safe and loving place, born of beauty and amazing grace. I laugh with the joy of God within me. I shine with the light of God within me. I am who I am, 'cause of God within me. Everything praises God. Everything praises God. Everything praises God within me. Everything praises God. Everything praises God. Everything praises God within me.
We gratefully receive your participation in the law of circulation, and we bless these gifts that you've given and let them return to you 1,000-fold. And we know that this goes forward in widening and widening circles of upliftment, light, and love. So it is. All right. Am I missing something? Okay. Volunteer for the month. Teresia, did you make it today? Okay, next week. We love you, bless you, and appreciate you again. All right. So we are having our Healing Energy Clinic today, and there is one spot left. Reiki at 2. If you're interested, see Christy in the back, raising her hand. All right. We've got our 12 Powers deep dive on the Power of Power, third Wednesday of every month at 1. We have prayer and meditation with Susan. This Tuesday coming up on the 12th, that's at 10. We've got a bunch of book studies, the 11 Spiritual Roles of the Soul on Monday evenings, Book of Mastery, Tuesday evenings, also Monday at 1. And we're going to have a potluck and fireside chat after service next week. So I'll be going over the survey results, and we'll do Q&A, and we'll eat a little bit more robust than our normal hospitality. And then Dr. Will Tuttle is coming on May 24th, and he is somebody who I know from a different life. I interviewed him about health and nutrition when Vijay and I had the online nutrition school. He's a lovely, gentle soul, and he'll be doing music and the talk on the 24th, but then he's having a workshop afterwards on intuition, and then an even different one about nutrition right after that. So I recommend staying for the whole day. And then on Saturday, May 30th, there's a walk for faith, justice, and democracy, and there's flyers in the lobby. And Bill Spoto's memorial is on May 18th, Monday at 1 p.m., Sutter Cemetery, followed by open house at Lita and Bill's home. And we will provide more details as we have them. So thank you, Claire. And thank you, Doug, for the daily word and music. Gabriel and Angela, always so beautiful. Greeters were Carolyn and Kathy. I also saw Carly and others. Chaplain was Susan. Ushers, Larry and Melody. Thank you. Hospitality was Bree and Lita. I think I also saw Corel back there with an apron. Sound, Drew, Lovestream, and PowerPoint, Edward and Annie. Gift shop was not Jeannie, it was Rosie, wasn't it? Okay. Altar, MJ and Anadi, thank you. And children, Kelly. I don't know if we had any today. We did? Okay, they're not coming in. Maybe we're early. I think we're getting them. Okay. Please stand by. We're wrapping up a little early. That's awesome. Do you guys know this little light of mine? Matthew and Dominic and Lilac. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Hi guys. This little light of mine. Thank you, Matthew. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yay. Is it okay if I snag this?
It just won't.
It won't go very far?
See how, because it has to go. Let's see. It might.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Thank
Now
you.
it's got some room.
All right. Matthew, do you want to come over and say hi?
Hi.
Perfect. Did you have a good time today? Would you like me to read your affirmation? Okay. And then I'll do yours. I learn from my challenges. Ooh, that's a good one. You want to keep that? Put it in your book? Dominic, would you like to say hi?
Hi.
Thank you. And yours says, I am one of a kind. The world needs me. That's true. And is that some art that you made?
Yeah.
Ooh, do you want to tell me? And Lilac has some art too. Shall I read this for you? Sure. I can make a difference in the world. Yay! You are. So will you join me in blessing them? We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. Yay. All right, shall we say this prayer for protection? You want to do that? Yeah, sure. Okay. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, because I am, and all is well. All right. Take us home.
Okay, so we've got you heard us sing this once before. It's called We Shall Be Known, my mom used. And I'm going to sing the melody first, just on my own, and then we're going to sing it 2 more times with Angela adding in the harmony. Sing along, whatever part you want to sing along to. It's totally fine. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. And what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. Nice. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. What a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. One more time. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. And what a time to be alive. In this this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Let's go lead in love. Thanks, everybody.